This is video 206. It's about the action font and the action text. Here is a routine we're going to go through, but instead of going through it here, we're going to go and execute it, and instead of looking at it through the trail, we're going to look at it through RT, real time. Here it displays the instructions of that routine. And because it's in real time, if we change values here in the orange, it's going to instantly change. But before we get to that, we want to understand why this line says first followed by second, and why down here it says first and then second underneath. Well, to understand this, we're going to go to data. We know that data is in app page A, so we click on that, and we know it's down here. Here's first, followed by a vertical bar, and second, followed by a vertical bar. We can look up here in the real-time listing and see that it said show 10 characters. Well, it only showed 5 and the space, or 6 characters, because then it ran into this vertical bar. And even though it said 10, it stopped at the vertical bar. Same with second. Said show 10 characters, but it only showed the word second here and ended with a vertical bar. The second time it showed first and second was these two. At the end of first and a space, there was a vertical bar indicating end of the field, but following it another vertical bar saying do not advance the value of X. Then second, also vertical bar to end the field, vertical bar saying do not advance the value of X. Alright, let's go back and look at what happened. First, second, it advanced the value of X so that you could keep going across this line. Well, in the program, after it printed first, I said put the value of X in A. After it printed second, I said put the value of X in B. Well, let's go to data. We see after it printed first, it says the X value was at 340. After it printed X, second, it says the value of X was at 580. Well, we see that here. First it was ended here. After second, it ended way out here. But down here, let's see what happened. We go back to the data. We see X starts at 100. After it printed first, it was still at 100. After it printed second, it was at 100. So if you want to print the data in a column and not across the page, you want to put the double vertical bar after the text. Now, this video is also about font. So we want to show what happens if we change the font. Here is where the font is set. It says bold, that's why there's a 4 there. 50 high. 50 pixels high, or whatever the browser thinks 50 is. If we change that 50 to 60, that's what we get. Notice how nice it was that it advanced the value of X just to the right place where to start second. The same thing would be true if we went here and changed the font size to 40. See, it's nice that it automatically knows where this position is based on the font, because when it did the text for first and a space, it was right here. It told you where it was. You could print second. However, down here, when you're printing rows, first, second, whatever, they're getting further apart. You would have to adjust the value that was added to Y. And let's forward this. And you'll see here, we're adding the value of 55 to Y. We print first. We add 55 to Y, the vertical position. And then we printed second. Now when we change the font, well, it might have been wise to go here and maybe change that to 45. Make these closer together. Alright, that's the end of the video called 206.